it's Kelly from Tab Performance, and we are finally back from Sturgis. Prior to us leaving, the owners of Tab, Casey and Justin, asked us to film a group ride, which consisted of Bo, Tom, my husband Scott, and myself. Now, I threw out several ideas to the boys on what we could do. One was, it was National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. We could go in search of the best chocolate chip cookie in Sturgis land. That got shut down. So then I threw out that it was also National White Wine Day, and we could go in search of the best white wine. And that also got thrown out because, of course, throttles and bottles don't mix. And then I found out that it was Tom's first time up in Sturgis. And so I asked him what he would like to do. And he came back and said he wanted to go in search of taffy. Have never ridden together before, so what could possibly go wrong? Well, spoiler alert, nothing really goes wrong, but we did have some interesting learnings that I wanted to share with you. Check this out. And so we're going to take him on our three favorite rides. Mine's Iron Mountain, and Bo's is Spearfish Canyon, and Scott, 1T Scott, is Strawberry Hill. So we're going to take him on those three rides, and then we're going to end up in Keystone so that he can get some taffy. We are at our first stop, all fueled up. The GoPros are on, and oh yeah, I was able to grab my first chocolate chip cookie for the day, and we are off to a good start. What could possibly go wrong? We missed our first turn. My best advice, especially for those with a little OCD like me, just relax, at least you're still riding. The second lesson is all about riding styles, and it happens shortly after we hit Strawberry Hill.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Strawberry Hill. We have Outcast leading the pack with Plain Jane on his hip. Then Mr. Bojangles, he's the one to watch, followed by Tom Tom Taffy. Mr. Bojangles challenging Plain Jane on the inside. Plain Jane using her torque curve holding him off. Mr. Bojangles is making his move. With the twist of the wrist, hear those 50 calibers bark. Around goes Mr. Bojangles. Tom Tom Taffy with a safety check and a lane change. Mr. Bojangles in pursuit of Outcast. Outcast trips back and those zombies are howling. Outcast and Mr. Jangles are running hard. Those cam bikes are running away from the stock performers. Plain Jane and Tom Tom Taffy are around traffic and hard into the backstretch. Looking forward, it's Outcast and Mr. Bojangles down the stretch and moving on up. Plain Jane and Tom Tom Taffy coming around Minivan Cage on the inside. This isn't a race, ladies and gentlemen. It's just how we ride when we're out having some fun.
So riding styles are important, and they're important to understand right away. In my book, there are three types of riders. You've got your throttle whores, which are your very aggressive riders. You've got your happy to be in the middle, and then you've got your looky-loos. And the looky-loos are the ones that are most interested in the scenery, listening to their music, or how they look on their bike. Nothing wrong with any of them. Just know what you prefer and where you want to ride. You don't want an aggressive rider stuck in the back. He or she is just going to get frustrated and probably do something stupid to get around you. In reverse of that, you don't want a looky-loo up front because they're just going to hold everybody back and ruin the day. So know your riding style, know where you like to be. In our case, I was very glad that Bo decided to pass me. I had no idea that he was an aggressive rider like Scott. Go ahead and go. You guys go do your thing. Tom and I will meet you at the bottom of the hill. It's all good. Then we're all going to have a good time. Finally made it into Iron Mountain. Yay. This is my all-time fave ride. I love the curves. I love the animals. I love the scenery. And most of all, I love the curves. Right before we saw a big fluffy cow, our GoPros decided to die. Total bummer. So you're going to miss him, the famous faces of Mount Rushmore on the hillside, and oh yeah, our long-awaited arrival into Keystone. Unfortunately, the taffy shop in Keystone was closed, So we stopped for lunch and then we called it a day. Okay, well, folks, that's going to be a wrap on Sturgis 2022. I can't help but wonder if Tom ever found his taffy. But for me, I did find my wine and my chocolate chip cookie. It was a good trip. Until next year.